Hey, friend. Thank you for the gifts. You've been feeling, I've been feeling your messages here to our partner. Thank you, girl. I mean that. Okay. So the message that I've been channeling is that, and this is not really a new concept, but I think that spirit wants to talk about it. Tom was in here yesterday, and that's what me and Eternal Life were saying the other day, and I messaged him, and it says something about his privacy settings wouldn't let the message go through. So, but he came in alive for a little bit yesterday. So, Spirit is talking about, they would basically want to remind the collective that the elites harvest energy, and they harvest the energy of the planet. And so when situations like with these SNAP benefits is created, all that energy that people are emitting is being harvested, being transmuted, and it's basically draining people's energy. So not only are they draining their own energy by freaking out, crying, imagining their kids not having food to eat, they're draining their own energy, and then as they're pushing their energy out into the universe, these people know how to harvest that energy, basically collect it and take it in and transmute it and like power themselves up. And the reason why it can be used in such a negative way is because it's basic science. This is the science that Egyptian gods and goddesses like Isis and Tahuti or Thoth would teach people in their mystery schools. Because just by virtue of you being a spiritual being, an energetic being is what I'm hearing, you innately have certain gifts that are automatic. They're not, Spirit was saying that they are embedded in you, like embedded in your DNA, embedded in your energetic signature. So it's just like how we all can utilize the clairs, we all can tap into our magician energy. And so Spirit was talking about how the Roman Catholic Church has all of the ancient texts, that has all of the teachings of alchemy. And that's essentially how they were able to manipulate the Bible and eliminate all of that instruction from the Bible. And so they have a lot of ancient documents that are being held. I was hearing the Vatican. I know that there's a Vatican City, and that the Roman Catholic Church controls the Vatican, if you will. I don't know if Spirit is saying they have it literally in the Vatican, or just the Vatican has possession of it. You said we need to refocus and our attention, absolutely, because people are so in their humanness and so reliant on the government and human things, natural things. Yes, we have to live in this earth as a human vessel, but we can transcend the vessel. Spirit is saying we don't have to live a human existence in the way that basically society over time has controlled the narrative. And so Spirit is saying that they were saying to study the character Yoda. And they were talking about how this group, like the Roman Catholic Church, has documents like the Emerald Tablets, and they use the tablet language to create incantations and do spell work. The spirit is like, for these people to be so-called Christians, they do more spell work than a little bit. And so, you know, they have always known that these ancient so-called myths are not myths at all. They were left to the planet for people to be able to learn the teachings of Tahuti without that energy having to be in that form. And so that's the whole reason, that's the whole purpose for written history, is so that the way of the world can play out. But it's like, basically how they're explaining it is, it's like leaving your children an inheritance, but the inheritance is being kept from them. And so I feel like, now that I'm saying that, I feel like that's why I have been getting, I mean, twofold, but one of the reasons why I have been getting so many messages about stolen inheritance, because it's way more than like one individual person. We're talking about an entire planet whose inheritance was stolen from them. Because when your human loved ones pass and they leave you in their will, they're leaving instructions, number one, and then they're leaving you something that you can benefit from. And so, for so much information to be fragmented and left out and changed and twisted and altered to subscribe to a particular agenda, that inundation has created the veil, is what Spirit is saying. So the veil that we have now is due to the brainwashing, the mind controlling, the hidden inheritance. And because if if you believe in the whole Egyptian gods and goddesses, they were operating in their daily life from that divine energy. And so when there's absolutely no veil, the magic that you see in these Disney movies and fantasy movies are the things that they were really doing. And so that's why the Spirit is urging the collective to do things in order to remove that veil. And like, I would have to dive deeper into the whole reason why these people were allowed to do what they did with the information. But I feel like they're telling me is largely connected to free will. And so that's really what it comes down to. And so when people do stuff like that to suppress people intentionally, that is essentially why we have the state that we have right now, the state that we're in. And trying to see what Spirit is saying. Yeah, I think that what Spirit is saying is that we have created our own veils. So it's not so much they were allowed to do something, it was how we have responded to those actions. And so, just like your brain is called neuroplasticity, it can be molded and shaped in the way that, you know, the masses want it to be if you allow it. And so over time, it has been like a constant allowing of these people to get away with, like I said, the energy harvesting, hiding the inheritance. And so Spirit has essentially given them, eons to choose differently and to use their free will to do something different. And but we can consciously, like I said, transcend the body. We're keeping ourselves trapped. Absolutely. And that's why, like, they're talking about how Kanye said that slavery is a choice. And that's essentially what he was talking about. And it's not just limited to slavery, the actual, Middle Passage and this whole slavery era, but we're talking about slavery of the mind, slavery, I'm hearing, to the machine, slavery to the narrative, basically, that the world has created. You said, like, the blackout. Yeah. And so um and so Spirit was saying, time to believe in magic again. I said being magical is a part of you, not something you have to be taught. You just have to be aware. And that's why Spirit has been talking about meditation a lot recently. And that's one of the reasons why meditation is discouraged, I would say, by the church. And they put emphasis on prayer because they know that from these ancient texts that meditation was extremely important. They know that meditation, basically, what Spirit is saying, would cleanse the mind. And meditation melts the veil, is what they're saying. And so when you meditate, you're going within. You're going within to your own divinity, to your own magic. And they know that when you go within and when you're able to calm your nervous system and your mind isn't racing about all the things going on, you're able to basically, what Spirit is saying is light up different parts. I feel like they're talking about chakras, but they're saying lighting up different aspects of you. And I am hearing Rising Roots. That's why Reiki is important, because I feel like they're saying that the veil is on the chakras or around the chakras. And so that's another thing that they do. They do rituals to attack the chakras, to keep the chakras dormant. And because they know how spirit is saying the light body. So basically the chakras are the light body. And they know that when you activate your chakras and you remove the veil from the chakras, then that's when you're able to transcend. And so she said, take in some light, go up a little higher, wash off your mind. So yeah, doing breathing exercises, doing meditation. And spirit is saying that you can imagine pulling the veil off of your chakras, and that will help. But again, that's why the imagination is so important. That's why doing inner child work is so important, because your imagination is essentially how you manifest. And so I'm hearing that Walt Disney was really onto something. And I'm not going to get into the politics of Walt Disney and the parks at this point, but when he created this environment for even adults to just use their imagination and be childlike and all those things, he really understood how to manifest. He understood how to alchemize energy. He understood the importance of being childlike, inner child healing, and the importance of what I'm hearing is just being free. And I know that that before I even knew I had gifts, I went to Disney World in Florida. And when I heard that song that, I guess every night they do this little play or whatever at the Magic Kingdom, and they, sing some song. When I heard that song, like, I was in tears. And if something like that can move me to tears, that is very powerful. Because I'm just chilling. I'm there with the kids, and I'm like, why am I getting emotional right now? And I'm about to cry. And here come the tears. Like, you said I posted today, and the caption read, "Let's be free." Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I keep saying that this is a very important lifetime. And because all of those secrets are going to be revealed. So, Spirit, what does the collective need to know for their highest and best good? I feel like Spirit is talking about what I was just talking about. So, Spirit is drawing my attention to these two cards. If you notice, each of them have a hand up. And this is, traditional religion. And this is basically what I was talking about, the Roman Catholic Church hiding all of our inheritance, basically. And this is them basically controlling and I'm hearing puppeteering humanity. And they're talking about attacks on the masculine and feminine, more so attacks on the feminine. And so the Spirit is basically saying the more they have attacked the feminine, the more there has been a feminine uprising. And so when you have a feminine uprising energetically, that's what creates an imbalance. And so yeah, so this is like representative of the spell work I was telling you about, the demonic influences. And this is, this can be interpreted a lot of different ways. I interpret it a lot of different ways, but in the context of the message I just channeled and what we were talking about as far as them, using magic to control people and keep them bound. And so when you can, I'm hearing that, see, they have like the chains around their neck, and Spirit's talking about when you keep people in a chokehold, they can't breathe, they got all kinds of problems, they may lose consciousness is what I'm hearing. And so losing consciousness, and I'm hearing just suppressing the breath is how, we have created this veil for ourselves. And spirit is basically talking about, because these two, the representatives of the masculine and feminine are in human vessels. They're talking about um, like being chained to a human vessel. And spirit is like, we call in judgment on the whole situation. All of their secrets are going to be revealed. And it's going to be a straight tower moment. Like literally major systems of the world having a damn massive tower moment. Because Spirit said the divine has unfinished business. Spirit said we're bringing balance to resources for people. We're creating, and see, this person is also holding a scale that's balanced. So Spirit is talking about restoring balance to humanity, giving humanity, restoring them, basically restoring their needs, their basic needs. And we have the pentacles to represent, like feeding the hungry, housing people, restoring people financially, bringing balance back to, like I've been talking about, equity to the world. And especially with money, because this world is money driven. And this is pretty much what I've been saying to the collective, that there is a collective of people with pure hearts who are balanced, grounded, trustworthy, have mastered their emotions. And we also have the Knight of Cups. We have being carried by the divine, moving forward. Being optimistic. And yeah, and these divine beings that I talk to in my collective, that are here for this specific purpose, to basically restore humanity. And so being in this energy right here is also what is bringing balance to the planet, the energy of the planet. And so when you basically put people in a situation where they don't have to worry about where food is coming from, they have all their basic needs, they have a safe place to live, and they have clothes for their children. People may not be living damn luxurious lives, but at least you can put people in a place where they can be creative, be peaceful, be able to do their own manifestation, Spirit is saying. So it's basically like just putting someone in an environment to thrive, and then they have to essentially take it from there. Like they'll always have their basic needs met, but if they want more out of life, then they can do the work in order to cultivate that transcendence of the body that I was talking about. And so that's basically the problem right now, is that people are so inundated and stressed out and overwhelmed that it's very difficult to be in that energy. And so Spirit is basically saying no one should ever have to go without their basic needs. I mean, that's just a damn given. But also too, once you get a hang of the manifestation process, then you'll be able to manifest the life that you want. And people, the people that hold the purse strings, essentially, they don't want people to know that. They don't want people doing that, because then their financial system, all the things that they put in place in order to um, create this illusion of, struggle and money and all this other shit. If you could transcend the body and manifest from your magic, your energetic magic, and clear your chakras, have a Kundalini awakening and all that, that would completely, that's what's happening though. Uh-oh. Yeah, like I was talking about, the energy of society is just being bored, discontent. And Spirit is saying they are definitely working on the sacral chakra heavy. Rising Roots, if you're still in here, do you know why they would be attacking the sacral in particular? And we have prosperity begins, financial and material changes. He said they gonna think it's voodoo, but this is our magic. And the song says they done woke up a sleeping God. Thank you for joining. Is that twin in here? Twin. Yeah, like I was talking about, they got people trapped in fear and discontent. And Spirit said, we've just been patient. We've been planting seeds, and now it's time to reap the harvest. Celebration all around. And this song is called Everything I Need, and it says everything, everything inside of me. Yeah, Spirit is saying we got positive moving forward. Okay. Honey, we got accelerated motion and positive movement forward. You see how she's looking into the stars and the cosmos, and it's like looks like there's a shooting star and mountains back here. Mm, mm, mm. So mountains are protection, mountains are challenges. And so Spirit is saying we have always protected you, even through the challenges. And because those mountains are in the background, that those challenges are behind us. And this is the number 8. Infinite abundance. I really feel like that this whole food stamp thing is just to get the energy up, and then if they do stop it, it's only gonna be for a short period of time. I don't feel like it's actually gonna stop, but if they stop it, I mean, I guess some people got official notification, but I don't feel like it's gonna be for a long time. And both of these cards are 8, actually. Positive moving forward and accelerated motion. So that's definitely significant. Yeah, Spirit is saying tap into that divine wisdom. And you see, this has books in the picture, and this is essentially what I'm talking about. That hidden inheritance, that stolen inheritance. The wisdom that was supposed to be given to us. And Spirit is saying embrace change. Transcend that humanness. Acceptance. I've been talking about accepting your gifts, accepting who you are as a divine being, and doors of opportunity will open for you. She said, it's giving bad, bitch. Never ever play me like I'm average. It's giving rich, bitch. And Spirit is saying, where they have this wisdom hidden, Spirit is saying, we're opening the door. No more hidden secrets. He said, it's giving boss bitch, it's giving bad bitch. Yeah, the Spirit is saying, trust in the unknown. Trust in the unknown. Enjoy growth. And we also had embrace change. So enjoy growth, embrace change. And we also have trust your instincts. So we have trust the unknown, trust your instincts. Take note of intuitive messages. That's what I was saying. It's already a part of you. You just have to be aware. And the Spirit is saying, feel loved by the divine. And I feel like Spirit is saying how the world is, I know she is like representative of her being pregnant, but this is essentially how Source is holding the world together, even with all the chaos. But if you notice, the world is situated around her sacral chakra. And that card came out earlier, and I was like, you know, Spirit was saying that these people that I've been talking about who have all this ancient wisdom hidden from the masses, they attack this chakra in particular because if you see, this is like the chakra, the sacral chakra area of Source. This is why I'm hot. Let me connect the dots. Don't sound like butter that's been bumping in a pot. This is why I'm hot. In case you forgot. If only because I ain't trying to be no one I'm not. This is why I'm hot. Hoes praying that I flop. Keep it simple. Yeah, track down your fears and desires. And this is essentially what I was talking about as far as manifestation. And when you track down your fears and desires, and he has his bow and arrow, he's like, I'm eliminating them. They are going to be eliminated completely. Okay, I'm gonna start. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna start a new spread. And this was sticking out, see, from a higher perspective. Okay. Alright, so Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Thank you for the likes. So I'm hearing that because the devil was essentially, thank you for the gifts. The devil was responsible for like music, according to the story, as the story goes. And so I feel like these are representative of like music executives who are um basically tapping into this energy, misusing music, misusing frequencies. Specifically, this is like a beach city. It's giving the energy of like LA. Why is that giving someone who does Reiki? Which one? The devil? Oh god. Mm-mm-mm. And this is very specific. I'm hearing that there was somebody, so there's somebody, either the masculine or feminine has an extreme talent in music. And so there's somebody that they're dealing with that is more like a frenemy, somebody who is just trying to attach themselves to this person because of their involvement in the music industry. Well, yeah, cuffing season. They trying to get cuffed by this person who they see their gifts, they see their potential. And this isn't limited to, somebody in the music industry. This could be you I'm talking to. This could be somebody that is trying to attach to your future potential because you're already displaying the gifts that will be very lucrative for you in the future. So be careful who you cuffing this season, okay? When you said giving out bad frequencies, oh yeah. And I was actually, before you came in the live, I was talking about energy harvesting. I was talking about them affecting the chakras in particular, the sacral chakra specifically. And yeah. And so I feel like, I was talking about how the Roman Catholic Church has all of basically our inheritance hidden because they have all the ancient texts with all of the real mystery school information hidden, and they use it, but they don't tell the public that. And then they demonize the things that they're doing behind closed doors. And that's what I was picking up the other night in my reading. I was picking up on someone who is very like religious, like a pastor, but does spell work on the low. Yeah. hmm He said, I work magic in my life. Ma'am, that was on my live because I talked about that. Oh, my Lord. So, yeah, we picking up on the same frequency, honey. That's good that that happens so that we know we're reading real energy. Because I had no way of knowing that you were talking about that because we were basically on live at the same time. And yeah, Spirit is saying you really need to get rid of this person. You need to buy Felicia this person who is just trying to connect with you for your gifts. She said this is some real fairy tale. She said this is some real fairy tale. Well, she says Benderella, but we know it's Cinderella. You said I went live twice today and it was on the first one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely didn't see that one at all. Wow. Trying to get some clarification on these avatars. Yeah, that mind control, that mental programming I was talking about earlier, these people are gonna be in deep regret for keeping us under mind control and hiding our inheritance from us. But Spirit is saying, have no fear. Have no fear. It's about to get good. You said they all be doing spell work. Absolutely. Oh, you did say that was your first live. Oh, yeah. Spirit is saying, happy home. So that speaks to me of like a divine partnership, because like later for people trying to just use us for our potential, yeah, Spirit's like, that's straight abuse and neglect energy. We all about balance and harmony. Because balance and harmony brings happiness. Happiness even in the midst of a storm. Yeah, Spirit said, this person, oh, here we go with the puzzle piece. Spirit said, this person with all this damn ego, just trying to attach to you or someone that, just for their own, selfish reasons. Yeah, Spirit said, dirty laundry, just trying to steal. And I feel like this person is also, this is interesting. So when I said dirty laundry, I was hearing that this person is trying to attach to a celebrity to basically collect dirt on the person so that they can then air their dirty laundry for money. He said, it don't make them rich. Don't waste your time and don't make you rich. Well, whoever this person is that I'm talking about, Spirit said, oh no, you won't. Not our baby, you won't. They said, not today, not no day. And so this person can also be involved in dirty money that's trying to attach to you or whoever I'm talking to. And it's almost like it's giving the energy where they're hoping to launder this money through this celebrity. That's so trifling. Like, why are you gonna mess up somebody's success? Let me make sure to post these lives on my YouTube so you can see them. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need, because, honey, that's confirmation. That ain't nothing but confirmation. He said, look, gotta have faith to be faithful. And I was talking about trusting in the divine. Show these bitches who the baddest. He said, gotta have faith to be faithful. Gotta be great to be grateful. He said, I seen that look in your eye. That one Cain had gave Abel, jealousy. And like this person is giving masculine energy, but it could be like you know, it could be a stud, but this person is very jealous, very in toxic energy, very much so. Yeah, this person considers you to be life insurance. Or whoever I'm talking to, this celebrity. And he's trying to convince this person, hey, baby, it's us against the world. You know, look at what we can do. We can work together, pool our resources. Just damn hustling. Yeah, we got egotism out here twice. This person is very low vibrational, very in their ego. I'm hearing very much in their root chakra. You gonna share a video post it? Okay. Yeah, I did say masculine energy. Yeah, this person is definitely gonna put on the charm. They gonna put on the damn charm. But spirit is like, we will also recommend that you get rid of this person because they are being surveilled for their dirty money practices. So if you don't want to get caught up as a co-conspirator or accessory, don't you dare let this person launder no money through anything you got going on. Don't let this person attach to you or your fortune, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like this person knows that they're under surveillance. They know that they're, them getting in trouble is pretty much inevitable. And so they're also trying to attach to you or whoever I'm talking to because they feel like your celebrity and your, and this could, we could be talking about future energy. So you can still, you know, put this information in your back pocket if you're not a celebrity now for when you are a celebrity. But this person is really hoping that they can attach to you so that you can pay for their lawyer fees and shit. Hell no. And I'm hearing that this person is into cyber crimes. And the song says, I choose me, I'm sorry. And what have I been talking about? Choose you over this person. He said, because all of it's toxic. Personal gain of my pain is nonsense. Oh my Lord, the song is singing the reading. And use social media is significant. You may have met this person on social media. It's giving that you did meet this person on social media or like some kind of dating site. And you know how people will go to your Instagram and be like, oh my God, this person has a huge following. And you know, when people understand how social media works, they know that if you have a huge following on multiple platforms, you're getting money from your social media accounts. So, I mean, that's a given. And then I feel like this person actually looked up your net worth. I definitely feel like I'm talking to a celebrity or a future celebrity. And not that net worths are accurate online, but most people know that whatever the net worth, I keep saying network. And like we have this like a network of computers or a network of people. Man, now Spirit is saying there's a network of people who have been hired to target big social media creators. And they're, you know, like they hire these like model looking people to hit up these celebrities. They may even give them a page, you know, create a page for them with a huge following so that the person that they're reaching out to feels comfortable talking to them. And so they create this whole facade in order for these people to attach to celebrity money. And it's like I'm hearing they give these people a whole identity. Like they basically create a storyline of this person's life. And part of it is like, oh, I come from, you know, a very wealthy family. And so, you know, because like celebrities, if you're entertaining someone and you know that you have a lot of money and a lot of fame and opportunities going for you, you got to be really careful about who you allow in, your energy. And look, I just said celebrity. I've been talking about celebrity. I cannot make this up, y'all. Yeah, what did I talk about earlier? Love bombing, trying to hoodwink that ass. And Spirit is saying that there's an older couple that's at the helm of this enterprise, and that's pretty much what they're being investigated for, because they're creating an enterprise to be able to essentially defraud people under the guise of it being a relationship. People come up with the wildest damn schemes. How do people come up with this shit? Yeah, and then when they get what they want from you, then they ghost you. She said, "Give me all you got." Yeah, these people have accomplices. They working together. And these people will wait you out. Because let me tell you, for every day that they are with you, or whoever I'm talking to, this future energy, for every day that they're with you, they're getting paid anyway. So they're in it for the long haul. They will make it. This is like a job for them. A job for them with the benefits of SEG. So when they attach to you and soup your head up, and they also having SEG with you, it's a win-win situation. Could you imagine getting paid to date somebody? You turn into a damn actress or an actor real quick. Definitely giving Warlock. They have too much time on their hands. Way too much time. Way too much. Yeah. All for money. All for the love of money. Yeah. Low-key situationship. Yeah, they're willing to take you out, party, date you, court you. And this is not to scare people out of relationships. I'm talking to a celebrity. So if you're not currently a celebrity and you know you're going to be a celebrity in the future, this is just something to be aware of. That there are real bona fide rings of people that do these massive scale schemes. Because if you think about it, look at the TV show Catfished. There are people on that show that said they were talking to this person via text for a year and fell in love with this person over damn text. I really don't know how that happens. I'm not trying to judge anybody, but I've never needed a damn pen pal. There's something very weird about me not actually having a conversation with you, FaceTime with you, or actually going out on a date with you if we've been chatting over text for over a week. Because someone who is really serious about you, they are going to take action. They're going to call you and or FaceTime you and ask you, how soon can I see you? Because first of all, they want to make sure you're not catfishing them if they're serious. And if you are vibing with somebody, because you can definitely vibe with somebody via text, but for 2 years, you've never seen this person. First of all, a married person can carry on a text relationship for 2 years. Their spouse would never know as long as they maintain, like, a lock on their phone or something. You said a little girl pretended to be a celebrity basketball player. Who was that? Um, yeah, Spirit saying there's going to be a rebirth here. There's going to be an awakening. So the death is basically ending this situationship with this person. And the rebirth is going to bring an actual legitimate relationship that includes legitimate love. This other person is trash. I'm hearing foolish. And your happy relationship, happy, healthy relationship, is all the revenge that you gonna need. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing that this person, they create like a tunnel effect where they make a lot of empty promises. And so it's like if you can get through the tunnel, you can get to these so called empty promises. But it's like a constant, almost like a constant remaining in the tunnel. So it's like you got all these promises for the future, but you're still stuck in the tunnel. Like this person doesn't allow you to get through the tunnel to the actual shit because they can't produce it. Pretended to be Chris Birdman Anderson when he played for the Denver Nuggets. Oh Lord. Is this somebody you know? He said, I feel so much better and I won't stop. Yeah. Spirit is saying, maintain your energy. Pull your energy back. Protect your energy. No, it was all over the internet and on an episode of Catfish. Oh my God. That's crazy. And then, like, even if you just talk to somebody on the phone and you haven't seen them, it's still giving creepy to me. Like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, this person that's coming in to replace this bum ass person is going to like keep your relationship private but not a secret. So like making it, Instagram official or whatever. but not putting all your business out there, not showing every aspect of the relationship, not making it into like a reality TV show. You said like it's weird, and the way I would cast a justification spell, child, leave me alone. Yeah, and it's like these people be obsessed over folks that they have never met. And of course, like a celebrity, hopefully, I'm hoping that a celebrity would not fall for the okie doke. And the song said, "But you won't open your eyes." And when I say the okie doke, I mean like allowing someone to just text them endlessly. But they might fall for the okie doke as far as the relationship or what seems to be a relationship. And so it's, advisable to take your time before you put your relationship out there. Because, I get it that we get excited and, we make things official and we want to just put it all out there. But there's benefits to, being slow to do that. Yeah, Spirit said we spilling the beans on this people so they can be stopped in their tracks before they even get started. She said even the strong get weak. And so, like, I know I've fallen for the okie doke multiple times. And you would think that I would have figured things out by like the second time. But I'm also the type of person that I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And so when you have a pure heart, you have pure intentions for people, and you want to believe that people have that same respect for you. Mm-mm. Spirit said they will try to rip your ass apart. That people do not have that same respect, especially when they look at your kindness as a weakness. And I'm not promoting just getting becoming a savage and turning cold to relationships and things like that. But I feel like Spirit is saying that we really need to use our intuition, use our discernment, and really evaluate the situation. And for some of these people, they were most definitely, because we have the life insurance, they were most definitely going to get rid of this person for the life insurance. That's the other thing. Celebrities be having multi-million-dollar life insurance policies. So, in addition to these people being shiesty as hell around just money, some of them were willing to take these people out, like marry them, and then organize taking them out for that life insurance payout. And this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not promoting any kind of violence. And Spirit is like, have no fear. We got you. We got you completely covered. And I'm hearing that as far like going back to the whole music industry piece, there is like some kind of record executive who wants one of their artists to unalive themselves so they can have their masters. So that's another thing that musicians really need to be cognizant of. And that's one of those things that Nipsey was trying to teach young artists, is how to, identify what a good contract and what a not good contract um looks like, and to make sure that they maintain their masters and things like that. And when somebody young and influential has an impact on people and they start standing their ground with these record labels, I mean, we can come up with a conspiracy theory about it, but I'm not even going to get into all that. Yeah, these people move like a straight cult. But they playing with fire because, like I was talking about earlier, they're under surveillance by the FBI. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Under the surveillance of the feds. So when you are running an organization and you get hit with that RICO, that's the main thing that Diddy was trying to avoid, is that RICO enhancement to the sentence. That's why R. Kelly is in the clank for 30 plus years, because of that RICO. Because they were able to show that he was running an enterprise. And so if Diddy had gotten convicted of those RICO charges, he would have been in the same situation. It would have been 37 years versus 7 years, or whatever the hell he got. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, hidden inheritance in this part of the spread, hidden motives, about to take you on a whole ass roller coaster ride of fake love, and Onyx barking is confirmation. Pretty much. That's what I was saying. Yeah, when the feds move in, Square said they are seizing all property. And like I was saying, I felt like it was a masculine energy that was trying to attach to this feminine celebrity. This person was like, oh, this is my lucky break. And Spirit said, oh no. Because we will take this whole shit out of here before we let you get that inheritance. You should literally show Diddy, look what we did to him, making him the example. Exactly. Yeah, Spirit said when they repo all them properties, folks gonna be living in daggone roach motels and shit. They gonna be trying to get an SOS up to Spirit, and Spirit's gonna be like, oh no. What I say? Organized crime. Yes, the Roach Motel, honey. I feel like for some people, they even got your family involved. Like they may have first contacted your family and been like, look, this is what is in it for you if you help us get in contact with your granddaughter or whatever. And they actually took the money. Whoever I'm talking to, your family ain't shit. What grandparents do stuff like that? I don't care how much money is involved. That's just damn trifling as hell. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, like I was talking about earlier, whatever they were planning, however they were planning to take you out, it was looked like an accident. Or not, whoever I'm talking to. And also too, like these people will be dealing with multiple people as well. So whenever they done with you and they run away and ghost you, once they done with you, they already are on to the next situationship. And so when they have two situations going on or more, I'm hearing, or more, they getting paid double. I mean, now you gonna have to work. You gonna have to really do some work to maintain two relationships. So I mean, but when you dealing with celebrities, it could be easy to do that because the celebrity may be traveling every month or every week, doing all kinds of stuff, and they in separation. But these people know what they doing in the bedroom too. Let me tell y'all something. Spirit is bringing this to my attention. When a man says to you, is this mine? And you say, yes, this is your. You do know that spell word, right? That is straight spell work. That man is using his magic wand. And like I said, the wand is grounding. So that man is putting you in a grounded state. Whether it be like euphoric grounded or I don't know what I'm trying to say. I do know what I'm trying to say. But it's like a relaxed state, basically. So, euphoric to me is not necessarily relaxed, but it can be. But this person is putting you in a different energy. And look, especially if you have root chakra trauma, and spirit is basically saying that the person is like massaging your trauma. Massaging your trauma while rewiring your brain to believe that that is his. Now we're talking about advanced beings. We're not talking about your run-of-the-mill Tyrone. Now, the whole SEG process is very spiritual in itself. So Tyrone may be doing things unconsciously, but we gonna call this person we gonna call this person Charles. Charles is very intelligent. He's borderline genius. Charles knows how to use his energy. And that's also giving warlock. I was trying to think of like one of those dignified names like Charleston Heston or something, you know, whatever. If you want to call that dignified. Yeah, this is like how spirit gives me the judgment card to let me know I'm calling the situation. Yeah, we reading up. We reading up on the situation now. We reading up on it. Yeah. Homeboy been red flagged. Okay. He has been red flagged. Greedy. Trying to get you for your paper. Trying to stick you for your paper. And like I said, this other dude that knows how to use that wand, he is very spiritually in tune. He absolutely 1000% knows what the hell he doing. And like I said, this card says love on the brain. And so, like I was saying, when someone is using seg magic and massaging your trauma and putting you in a euphoric, open state is what I'm hearing. When you are in that state, you are open. Especially your heart and your mind are open. She says, shout out to the pain that gave me my understanding. Yeah, and this person, when they start talking about, is this my, they be trying to impregnate you. Do you hear me? Because trust me, they want you just as much as you want them. So, because I'm telling you, when a man is talking you through it, and talking you through it in the sense that we doing some spell working things, somebody getting knocked out. because that person is trying to take you off of the market immediately. And a lot of times people will try to use that tactic to take you off the market in that way because they're not really sure how to cultivate the relationship any other way. So it's kind of like, well, if I get her pregnant, then it'll just be automatic. Like we'll have to deal with each other. But just like how women do that shit where like they would try to get pregnant to trap the person or heal the relationship or maintain the relationship, it could really create a lot of challenges for you. It could totally damn backfire is what I'm hearing. And then spirit gonna have to come in and clean all that shit up. Now, for some of y'all, this pertains to you taking it in the back door and an accident occurred. Whose energy am I picking up? This is for entertainment. This is for entertainment, bro. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, some of these people that attach to celebrities, they will have agendas where they're gathering information to sell it to, like tabloids. And I'm hearing some of these people have even been offered like reality TV show deals. And so like they already knew that if they, oh Lord, I don't even want to say what relationship I feel like this is. Because I feel like spirit just showed me the relationship I'm talking about. Oh my God. Oh, not them, Lord. Not them. Not them. And all I'm going to say is this card says reconciliation. And from what I'm hearing, this person is also using D-Rugs to control this celebrity. So, like, the energy that I'm getting now is actually giving, like, two celebrities getting together, but it's still connected to, like, this ring of, financial gain through these relationships. Straight up lies everywhere. You see all that stuff that's flying around, just lies everywhere. I know you're not talking about Brad and Judy. No, that's not who they showed me. I'm gonna inbox you who they showed me. Nope, not Jay and Beyonce. I'm gonna inbox you who they showed me because I really don't want to say it. Because first of all, I know how I would feel if people were spreading, information about me. And, so I'm going to refrain from putting it out there. Yeah, they're comparing this lion person to a serial unaliver. Cause like I said, they could be dealing with two people at the same time and getting paid for both people. It's not your cousin, Tom. It is not your cousin this time. Yeah, and like I said earlier, this dude is just jealous and all, to even get in that energy of accepting this deal, you really got to be jealous of somebody in order to do something like that, especially if it's like a um high profile type situation. Like that's just grimy. I don't know how else to put it. And look, they got the cheetah girls up here. Didn't these girls have a bad breakup? Cause I feel like I know it was it was 3LW, I think. But are the cheetah girls connected to 3LW? Or am I just thinking because that Latina chick is in it? Child, I used to watch the damn cheetah girls with my kids. This is a wild ass situation here. When I tell you there's some really weird shit that goes on among celebrities, and they come up with some of the craziest damn schemes. And just be backstabbing each other. It's crazy. And don't do that to the wrong people, to your own people. Yeah, we got this insecure energy. We have this hopeless energy, just in despair, not knowing who you are. Because only people that are really deeply entrenched in their humanness would even fathom doing anything like this. Yes, where it's like, don't be in this energy where you let this person leave you disappointed and despondent, emotions all jacked up all over the place. So it said, keep going within. Going within, going in her mode is not just a one-time thing. I don't care if you call yourself going into hermit mode for a whole damn year. It is not a one-time thing. There's going to be many times, many moments, many situations where you're going to have to shine a light within. Because when something triggers you from the outside, like if someone you're dealing with triggers you, you really need to go within, because that trigger is basically trying to make you aware of something that needs to be repaired within you. This energy is draining as hell. Yeah, spirit is like I said, the person is completely locked up in their humanness, completely using their energy in a negative way. Mm. And when you feel like you have blockages and like a lack of um purpose, that is what puts you in that jealous energy. Like that might as well be the equivalent. Like not knowing your value, not knowing your worth, not loving yourself, not really having purpose is what puts you in environments with people who do have purpose. And y'all may have similar purposes, but one may be taken off more than the other. And so then that's a whole other energy that people get into. And basically creating illusions for themselves in their mind of like competition and I gotta do this and I gotta be better than this person. And meanwhile, for what? Because nobody can be you, nobody can be me. Yeah, and when you just have no real initiative, then you seek money in a way that takes advantage of people. Instead of like, spreading, going places, spreading your wisdom, spreading your creativity, spreading your wealth, you just somewhere in the corner, not trying to do anything too hard. And so it's easier to just scam people than actually, do what you need to do. And I definitely have been talking about magician energy and that we all have magician energy. And spirit is basically saying that, yeah, when you have a pure heart, when you're honest and reliable, you're going to see success in your life. And when you have a heart for humanity, you're going to have lots of abundance. We're talking about collaboration, celebration, genuinely supportive community that wants to support you in building a sustainable community for people. I'm gonna hop off in here in a minute. What did I just say? Prosperity begins. We have the throat chakra, speaking your truth. I feel like spirit is telling me that I'm speaking truth right now. Number 5 is for transformation. So transforming your heart, your throat chakra, using your throat chakra. And look, Prosperity begins and love begins. This is what wish fulfillment looks like. This is what having pure intentions looks like. This is what balancing your masculine and feminine looks like. This is what mastering your emotions looks like. This is what having your cup overflowing from the divine looks like. He said, when don't you speak the truth, man? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Spirit is saying, stand your ground in all your authority and power. Spirit said, you have been ordained by the Galactic Council. And this song is Jesus Walks. Yeah, the divine is absolutely 1000% supporting you and protecting you. We got material harvest, prosperity begins, and love begins. So we're talking about a healthy, healing relationship that pours these healing waters into the planet, healing the planet. And you're going to be living an opulent life. Thank you. Yeah, Spirit said opening that crown chakra is taking you out of this energy of discontentment and boredom and disruption. So a lot of mental and emotional anguish. When that crown chakra is open, Spirit said it's all the way up from here. And I really don't think it's a coincidence that this song, Jesus Walks With Me, is on. Because it basically speaks to the Christ consciousness. And so that's exactly what I'm talking about. When you open that crown chakra, you then have access to Christ consciousness. And this song is called Money. And I just said, you about to have prosperity, material harvest. And this is both, like these both are referring to food, healthy foods. So we're talking about abundance of health, abundance of wealth, abundance of love. And Spirit is basically saying that they're going to give you a lot of money to work with because they know that you're going to do right with it. You're going to first take care of yourself, and then you are going to pour that out onto others in a systematic way, I'm hearing, for the highest and best good of the collective. And Spirit said, we're going to provide you with partnerships and alliances and a community that is going to support the movement. And I was just talking about food items. So, like, what's happening with this potential food crisis? Spirit is like, no more. because we're putting the collective in charge of the money now. And you know, they claim that this Atlas comet or whatever the hell it is, the size of Manhattan, is coming toward the earth and is carrying aliens toward the earth. Look, Spirit said, don't even worry about how we gonna make it happen. We gonna make it pop. Spirit said, have hope. Even better, have faith that the Son of Man is going to show up and show the hell out on your behalf. She said, how can I lose if I'm already chose? The aliens have been here. Exactly. Exactly. Spirit said, when you open up that awareness, the obstacles are no longer obstacling. No longer obstacling, okay? Because you are seeing things from a higher perspective. You are seeing things from the divine's perspective. And so what they're showing me is like a timeline. And so when you have that Christ consciousness, you're in, and I was talking about Christ consciousness, and then this like Son of Man card came up. We just had Jesus Walks On. So Spirit is basically talking about when you can energetically see this timeline from a higher perspective, and then you can put things in perspective, is what Spirit is saying. Because if you can look at the timeline and you can be like, okay, well, it's October 29th right now, but I can see that by December 24th, I'm going to be married to this person. When you can see the timeline of events from the highest perspective, you can chill. You can be in separation with someone and you can just chill and be like, well, I mean, I know it's inevitable. You know, like it's definitely going to happen. So I can just chill and I can just rest and I can just, you know, continue to live my life, continue to do what I need to do to enhance myself, and let the divine take care of everything else. When you go in separation with someone, Spirit is saying that is the worst time to let yourself go. Because if that person is trying to send you energy of keeping you off the market so you will wait for them, that can create all kinds of situations. And it can cause, you know, sadness, depression, wanting to stay home, wanting to eat, not having any energy, just wanting to be in the bed, not having any drive or discipline to do what it is that you need to do to enhance yourself. And sometimes people will go in separation from you just to see how you handle it and what you're going to do. Now that's some real shit. I didn't even think about that. Spirit dropped that on me right fast. Because let me tell you something. This goes back to like the whole concept of the celebrity versus, I would say, like a commoner or whatever. Or just anybody that has money. People that have a lot to lose, they're going to put their person through many tests because they have certain standards that they hold themselves to, And they want to make sure that the person that they feel like they want to marry is going to not only hold them accountable, but also hold themselves accountable, have the discipline to do what it is that they need to do to improve whatever it is that they need to improve. So essentially, someone who is operating from a place of excellence, excellence, it could be excellence in their mental and emotional well-being, excellence financially. They have a lot to lose because they have their peace to lose. They have their, they know, these people know that it takes money in a relationship. And especially if they're talking about putting you in a position where you can be like a stay-at-home mom or something like that, they want to know that even if they put you in that position, that you're still going to take the initiative to build your brand. Whatever your talent is, it doesn't matter what your talent is, but they want to see, like, if we go in separation, are they going to act like they lost their financial lifeline? Are they going to crash out and act like a damn Looney Tune? Are they going to like try to lie and say, "Oh, well, I'm pregnant" or something like that? People will test you. And the divine will test you, because especially if this is your divine masculine or feminine, I really feel like spirit is saying when you meet that person, the separation period is inevitable because this is the testing period. And so, it is testing both of you as well. Like that other person is getting tested just as much as you're getting tested. But spirit is giving me the image of like someone who has a lot of money versus someone who has a lot of abundance energetically. So yes, money is energy. Yes, this person is abundant energetically because they have figured out how to accumulate wealth. But this other person may not have the material harvest at the moment, but they have the energetic abundance to match this person's physical money. And I'm hearing like match or exceed that person's physical money. And so when someone who is operating from a place of excellence, that's a very high consciousness. And essentially anybody that's been successful, anybody that's been a celebrity or a public figure or, a big creator or whatever, regardless of whether that person has turmoil in their life or not, they still are operating in, I would call it, in a pocket of higher level consciousness to be able to get to that level of, celebrity recognition, whatever. So they may not have balanced those two parts of their energy, but they definitely have at least mastered themselves enough to be successful in the physical. And so when these two types of people come together as one, it essentially balances the masculine and feminine. So they have their own masculine and feminine internally to balance individually, but as they come together and then they go into separation and they work on each individually balancing their masculine and feminine, it could be that you just need to do some tweaking. That for the most part is balanced, but you got to do some tweaking. But when those two energies combine their creativity, it is life changing. It is life changing. And the song that I just passed by was a little ratchet. However, I was just talking about Seg Magic. And so when you have these two people then join together from like a divine union, spiritual connection, and then intertwine their energy in the Seg process on top of that, baby, I'm hearing straight combustion, straight birthing worlds. Honey, that's what you call unstoppable. A very combustible situation. And I mean that, with all, like, in a good way. Like, we're not talking about toxic, trauma bonding combustible. We are talking about this is going to be very, very good. You said, and you ate down tonight like you usually do. Clocked it the entire live. Oh, thank you. Clock it. I appreciate your support. I really do. I really, really do. Honey, we got so much going on. Thank you, twin. I'm sure you clocked your live. It says we both picking up on the same energy too. You definitely need to post that on YouTube. For sure. Alright, y'all. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Lotus, for helping me to moderate. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is my Friday, and I am overjoyed. You hear me? Night, night. See y'all later.